So I got to remove this cover here. So ooh, that one was on pretty tight. Anyway, so you remove this cover to give you access to the bolts that are holding the throttle body into the head part. All right, so they should come out fairly easy now, I think. Yep. Let's see what happened here. Should be able to, yep, take these out now. And I want to say that I think that all these bolts are the same length. We'll find out here in just a second, but I believe that they're all the same length. And so what I like to do is I like to put stuff. There's a lot of bolts. I'll put, this is intake, manifold, screw, top screws. All right, so at least I know where they came from. All right, that's 2. Excuse me, 4. Yep, 4. I believe these are all going to be the same length. 5, 6. Yep, 7, 8. 9. A buddy of mine who's a Porsche mechanic, one time I got into this because of him. He helped me with a Acura Integra, and I was having some issues with, and he was telling me that what you could do is, if you wanted to put the screws back exactly where they came, you cut out a piece of cardboard, you put front, and then you map where the screws go, and you put them in there. Okay, so now this thing should come up. Let's hope that it'll just, yep, there you go. And there it is. And so I already have the this gasket. You know, you want to go ahead and get a new one, replace it, because it gets brittle because it gets real hot. Okay, but this is definitely part of the top. Now the bolts, I don't know if the cameras can see it, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts right here. And then once I remove those, this entire piece right here will come up, and that's going to expose the valve covers and the intake. So I'm going to put this in the back of the car. Okay, so I place the stuff on the back of the car. I kind of always like to clean stuff because at this point I'm going to end up putting this in the back of the car also, so I don't want it to have any oil or whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean this. And wow, there's some nasty stuff in there, man. I'm going to have to clean that a little bit better. Now, once you take this off, hopefully we'll get to see it here, you got to make sure that no dust falls inside the intake. Okay, so I do have the manual to this car, and I kind of just looked at it to figure out where the screws were. But number 1 is right here. So, all right. Number 2 is right here. Where's number 3? Number 3 is right here. And number 4 is this one over here. Number 4, I want to say number 5 is, yeah, 5 is right here. Number 6 is here. Number 7 is right here. Number 8. Which one was this one that I messed up? Oh yeah, this is number 5 was over here. Kind of messed up, but that's all right. All right. So let me see if they're all loose. And here there's 2 nuts, and the rest are bolts. And number 1 is a nut, and this one right here, that's number 3. Number 3. So, all right. So this should be. There you go. It's loose. All right. So let me just start taking these things off. I don't think, I want to say that in this case, all these bolts are all going to be the same length. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these in a bag here in just a second, just so that I know where they go. So these 2, let me get a bag and just put them in there that way. I can mark that in a while. And I'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that these guys are all the same length before I pull them out. If not, I'll have to remember you know, where the long ones go and where the short ones go. All right, they're loose. As you can see, it's already loose. All right. All right, so let me see how long this one is compared to this one. Same length. I think they're the same length. Yep. 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 Yeah, so they're all the same length. All right, so I'm just going to pull them out. I'm going to put them in here. And now, just going to make sure that I've disconnected everything else, and this should lift right up. Now, one thing I did before we started videotaping is I took my air gun and I sprayed to make sure there was no dust underneath, because you don't want any dust falling inside. And you all see these are the intakes right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they go into the engine, and you don't want anything falling in there. So I'm going to pull this straight up. And there it is. And so I'll go ahead and I'm going to put this in the back of my van. So now what I'm going to do next is after this is I'm going to put towels in here and possibly put some maybe some tape or something, that way no dust or dirt gets in there, or some bug tonight when we stop videotaping, you know, cockroach or anything crawls in there, or a rat or whatever and stuff. So good. All right, let me